Hey, Alex Antic, you are the only one on this panel who was a member of the coalition. Now is just a member of the Liberal Party in opposition, although you are the official opposition party. What do you make of the events today in Canberra?
Well, Peter, I was surprised. I have to say, I was shocked. But look, here we are. We're 2 weeks out from a pretty bad election result, and there are going to be, I think, ructions and repositionings that should probably be expected. But this is an 80-year coalition, which, at least in the short term, has been brought to a close this morning, and that's a sad thing. I don't really know. I wasn't privy to any of the discussions or the details, but I understand it was a decision of the Nationals for various reasons. I suspect one of them is energy policy, but I don't really know. From our point of view, of course, yes, the Liberal Party is the official party of opposition now, but it's a good reminder to the party that, and I have said this time and time again, that we have to be cognisant of the sort of things that rural and regional communities are interested in. We are, I think, but we have some very good rural and regional members. But issues like net zero are the sort of battleground, I think, which the Liberal Party now needs to roll up the sleeves and fight on and reject. And so to the extent that, it requires a bit of repositioning and a resisting of drifting towards simply appealing inner city seats, look, that may well be something that needs to be taken into account and considered.
I made the point, and I'll bring Terry in on this, I made the point that I've done 3 of these coalition agreements or been in the room when they're negotiated in the past, but also coming out of election defeats, so 7, 2010 and beyond, it's always been the way that every policy stands unless it's specifically repudiated. What Susan Lee is doing differently this time is saying, well, nothing stands. We don't have any policies out there until after the review and we'll restate them. Now, I don't know how you survive opposition like that. You'll be back in Parliament soon. There'll be bills to deal with. You're not going to run everything through your shadow cabinet. You've got to have some parameters there. And if the biggest one of those, the sticking point here today, was nuclear energy, I mean, seriously, Terry, are the Libs saying that they're prepared to junk their position on nuclear? Because if they are, I think they're in all sorts of trouble.
Well, it certainly sounds to me like that, Peter, that they're prepared to actually go to war over it. And that's a real worry. And my sense also is that given that the Liberal Party MPs are very jealous of their sovereignty over policy in terms of dictating to the party what that policy is, and if the moderates have a majority in the current party room, I mean, this could be on for young and old. But the other thing about breaking the coalition, I think the Nats could have waited. They could have actually gone a bit before they took this step. But because I think one thing that the National Party has always done is with its innate conservatism, it's been a break on the socially liberal and frolics of the Liberal Party, particularly the left of the Liberal Party. So without them being there in the coalition, what's going to happen over the next little while? I really fear for the Liberal Party.
Alex, I'm just about out of time, but I made the point earlier that Germany today has dropped its official opposition to nuclear. Just at the time, the Libs can't say whether they're for or against it. They were for it two weeks ago, for or against it. The Nats are for it. What happens if the Liberal Party wants to dump it? What are you going to do?
Well, I've been supportive of nuclear since day one. I talked about it in my maiden speech, and I'll continue to advocate for it in line with a whole range of different energy policies. I mean, it's not just nuclear, as Matt Canavan always said when he was in the coalition party room. It's not just nuclear. We need to be using all of our resources, and we'll continue to advocate for that.
All right, I'll leave it there. Thank you both very much.